Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We're here, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of Banana Fish. This being episode 12. Big boss man Ash is back, already getting himself into just crazy, scary, dangerous shit. Like Max was saying, he was scared in the previous episode, so that says quite a bit. But Ash does have Golzine like pretty occupied right now, kind of out of the picture. What he is going to Europe to talk to these mafia dons and trying to get things right from what Ash has done. But in the meantime, as we saw at the end of the previous episode, Golzine has sent Arthur and his men after Ash, so we're going to see what's going on with that. We already saw Ash take down someone on the train at the end of the previous episode. He was just one step ahead of him. So yeah, we're going to get into this. Let's go. Oh, so Wookie was his name. I don't even remember ever getting his name, but that's the guy Ash killed at the end of the previous episode. Ooh. Yo, give me Ash and Arthur going at it. Oh baby, I'd love to have that right now. He's picking fights with them. There's still that misunderstanding there. That Singh doesn't know. At least he's not stupid. He knows there's a reason. Triggered. Ooh. If you're not gonna tell me the truth, then I am going to fight him? Really? 2 tickets for Tokyo? You're gonna send him back? They're gonna go? There's no way AG's gonna agree to that or do that. He'll hate me by then? By the time they leave? Wait, what is he about to do? Whoa! That's what he was doing? I did not think he would. Oh, this guy. He's really saying that Ash hasn't paid enough or like done enough. Are you serious? That sounds like foreshadowing to me, like something's gonna happen to his plane. What the hell was that subtitle? What the heck? Right next to it. Right freaking next to it. It's more so to like protect him. It probably isn't anything you want to be a part of or like want to know. Even though I get the whole thing how AG wants to be there for him, through no matter what. Who are these guys? They look pretty badass. You'd rather die than be controlled by someone. Respect. Oh, damn! He's not joking. Ash is not like starting from the previous episode. This man is just on a mission. He can pull the trigger before any of you can rip him apart. Yeah, there's that respect there. He knows. He knows. That's how you get some damn respect. That's how you get some. So they're agreeing to stay out of it. Don't get them mixed up in it. Facts. I kind of like that guy. Did we even get his name? I don't think we did. Ash doesn't seem like it. He doesn't seem like he's liking it at all. Dude, he's just going to everyone. Savage. No mercy. No regard. That's how these streets are. This is how he's been raised. This is all he knows. Well. Didn't do a real good job of hiding that. I don't really think he was trying to hide it anyway. The AG saw like a different part of him, different sides of him than most people have. I mean, that is kind of true though. I mean, we've saw with what Golzine does with his power and his money and what he's able to do and like how that's affected our characters, like and the people around them. Drugs, not the right time, right? Not good. We saw that before too. They were all like scared of him, and then AG was the only one who wasn't. That was the first time we saw that. We don't want them arguing or anything before AG's apparently about to go back to Japan. We'll see what happens with that though. Now that looks good. Now that looks good. I like the other food we had earlier. It didn't look too appealing to me, honestly. That's what it should be about, especially if you consider yourself close friends, which I would say these two are, for sure. 100%. So there has to be something going on there. Oh, okay. In doing that with banana fish, using the drug, drugs, money, power. I think we all know that. Whether we're in an anime or in real life. I need to screenshot that. If you ask me, the White House is full of crap. That's great. He hasn't told him yet. He's gonna tell him like last minute, oh, you gotta go. That's probably not smart. Probably tell him soon. Oh no, not the pumpkins! Not the pumpkins! No, AG, what are you doing? Not the pumpkins. He's freaking out. Man, they were not lying, and this is the thing that gets him the most. Girl he really liked when he was 14. Of course. Damn. This is where he's gonna break it to him that you're going to Japan. Because he doesn't want something to happen. So wait, did he not even break it to him yet? Is he even gonna break it to him, or what? Is that whole thing with Arthur about to go down? Yeah. That has to be it. Alrighty, so this episode of Banana Fish, quite a bit going down, honestly, with a bunch of our characters. I felt that this was excellent build-up, in particular for Ash and Arthur and what's to come with that and their rivalry feud in the next episode, and I would even imagine the next few episodes. Like, a big focus point of this episode was literally Ash getting at the people who are affiliated with Arthur, and I wouldn't even necessarily say trying to get allies, but telling some of these other gangs and these other groups to stay out of this, or you're next, that kind of deal. Like, Arthur's mine, it pretty much is what he's getting at. And something I also took note of is the guy that we saw Ash first talking to, the black dude. I don't even know if we got his name. I don't know his name, so I'm just calling him Black Guy. I feel really bad for that, but he's the black guy right now. We saw him talking with Ash, which obviously the respect is there. I mean, Ash came alone, and he really, really respected that, and he knows the kind of shot that Ash has, and we actually saw a little bit of that on display in the bar. But he was actually seen talking with Arthur in this episode for a little bit, and then we saw him giving that information right to Ash. So he's kind of playing both sides, a little clever tactic that I think him and Ash have going on. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. So a big like gang war is on the horizon, that's for sure, between Arthur and Ash. And also another continuing thing with this episode was the whole thing with AG and Ash, which I don't even know like what's going on. Is he planning something for him to go to Japan? Is he just not going to break it to him? I feel like he should have 100%, because if he just doesn't say anything and AG leaves or goes without a word from Ash, then how do you think that's going to make AG feel? So there's that. Also, we had Singh in this episode who said if he doesn't learn the truth of this, like, he has no other option than to attack Ash, which I think that was a bluff, because he's smart. He knows that there is something up here. He knows that Ash wouldn't just kill Shorter for no reason. And I mean, Yut Lung even put it like he saved him, essentially. Like, he doesn't have to suffer anymore. What he was going through, like, you didn't see it. It was like terrible. So Singh is obviously going to have a big part going forward. I don't know when, if it's going to be for what we're heading into, but there's that. And then also what we had with Golzine and Ash in this episode, Ash showing up at the airport. I thought Golzine was gone, honestly. But I guess not. Ash caught him before he went, and finally, see, like there was so much that went on in this episode. The whole thing with the U.S. and in the Middle East, and that whole thing that's going on, like a coup d'état, they described it as. So we're gonna get more on that. Obviously, a lot of political, like the whole politics, the military, just that's where all the power, the money, the even the drugs are, and they're all in it for the profit, right? And that's what they were kind of breaking down going into in this episode. It's probably a whole lot more than that, and that was something that Max was talking about in the previous episode, where he's like, if we keep getting into this and digging into this even more, we're probably gonna find out stuff that we don't want to find out. So that's something that's kind of sticking in my head. So yeah, a whole lot, like I said, just went over in this episode. I felt it was great build up though for what's to come. We'll see what happens in the next episode. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.